Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we got a brew built around Trumpeting Carnosaur, this discover combo that it'll always discover into a copy effect, such as Electroduplicate, which gives it a haste copy, and Relm sketching, which can copy lands, which is pretty nice, but also creatures, so you can target your Carnosaur or your hasted Carnosaurs and get more hasted Carnosaurs and attack for a lethal swing just by playing one Trumpeting Carnosaur. The new card we got from Edge of Eternities is Anticausal Vestige, which is a 6-mana 7/5, and when it leaves the battlefield, draw a card. Then you can put a permanent card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. So this can kind of work as a big finisher potentially, but you can also warp it for 4 mana. So on turn 4 you can play this, and then you can actually put a land into play at the end of turn when it warps out, and also draw a card. So it kind of works for a mana ramp in this deck, and it also is a 6-mana creature or spell, so it doesn't interfere with our Carnosaur combo here, because everything in the deck has to cost 6 or greater. Otherwise it kind of gets into the way of this discover combo. So this works pretty well with this, being able to warp it on 4, and then also another kind of win condition potentially, ramping us into a 6-drop on turn 5, which is exactly what we want to do. And there's lots of other 6-drops potentially here, but let's go over some of the interaction that we have. We've got the Roaring Furnace and Steaming Sauna. This you can play on turn 2 to destroy a creature of your opponent's, and then Steaming Sauna can draw cards later in the game, so this is like a turn 2 play. Let's see, the Bottomless pool is also like a turn 1 play, or just a cheap bounce spell that you can use to disrupt your opponent, but also again the mana cost is 6, so you're good with that in terms of not disrupting your combo here. And then we got the Overlord, a couple of these. This on turn 4 you can impend, but also can cast on turn 6. So this would kind of be a 4-drop here, along with the Vestige. And then the Horned Loch-Whale, you can have the Adventure instant for 2 mana. You can return an attacking creature that you don't control and put it on top of their deck, or they can choose to put it on the bottom. So this is on turn 2, some interaction, as well as you can use the Island Dragon to tap one of their creatures, make it so they don't do damage, and draw a card. So it's pretty nice for some extra card draw. And then the Stormbrood here, also turn 2, can do 5 damage to a creature. And so we got some additional removal. So a bunch of removal spells. Got some ramp here on turn 4 that you can ramp into Carnosaur a turn earlier, or any of your 6-drops a turn earlier, and just try to win the game that way. Mana base, pretty straightforward. We got the Gold Saucer, which is also some mana ramp potentially if you win the coin flip, and then the Mystic Monastery as a white source that you could play the Stormbrood. Also the treasure token, you could play it that way as well. But being able to ramp up to a lot of your 6-drops, mostly just trying to find the Carnosaur. So again, the additional card draw from hopefully the Vestige will be nice, as well as the mana ramp that we get from it. So that is the idea, and that is the combo. So let's jump into some games and see it in action. A huge thank you to all my viewers who have joined my channel membership. I really appreciate all the support. Members get badges, emotes, and early access to all my videos. Click the link in the description below the video to join and get these perks today. Okay, opponent goes first, and this hand looks keepable. Need a second blue for the sketching here, but we can use one of the Carnosaurs as removal, potentially. Alright, Temple. Let's go tap land. Let's see what they got. Profs, sure. Okay, no targets for our removal yet. But we'll see what they play. Show me. Okay, not Vivi, but that is a good amount of damage. This is going to do 5 to us. We do have an answer, luckily. So I think we just have to answer this. Take it out. Okay. Let's see what else they got. And Vivi. Okay, that also has to die. Let's kill it with the Overlord, I think. Take it out. Pass. FOMO, okay. Sure, discards the Engineer. Puts the counter there, okay. So we can go Realm Sketching, doesn't guarantee a land. Alternatively, we could tap down something to draw. Carnosaur, something potentially. I think we'll just go for a bit of ramp here. Actually, we can. Does it come into play untapped? It does come into play untapped, so we could get an island. We could do their island. I could also do a Scryland, but I think I like this better because this will let us actually use this on their turn. Save us a little bit of life. Soul Cauldron, sure. Can give them a lot of mana. Mako, okay. Another Mako. Interesting. And Vivi. Makes sense. Target. Maybe they'll target something else. Alright, let that resolve. Winter Night Stories. Yep. Let's see if they can kind of go off here. Make this have a lot of power. Let's see what they drew. They ditched this. Alright, that's all fine. What you got? Another Midnight Stories. Oh yeah, they're gonna flash that back, sure. Harmonize. Okay. There goes a Mako. Pump and pump. And then this is gonna give them more. Or they've already used, they've used this one, so I haven't used this one. So they have 5 more mana available. Let's see what they do. Just trying to get to our Carnosaur next turn. There's another Profs, alright. And Winter Night Stories, sure. So now they've used all of them, all of their creatures. Yep, pump and pump. And this is at the beginning of combat, right? Yeah. Another Winter Night Stories, sure. They're tapping down all their potential blockers, so this is kind of good for us, actually. We'll see. We'll see. They're just like completely popping off. So this is at the beginning of combat on your turn. Yeah, okay. So let's see what they target. Assuming they're going to target that. Alright, so I'm going to target, or I'm going to tap it so they can't attack. And Yeah, let's see if this is good enough. Let's go Carnosaur for the win. And yep, there is Electroduplicate. Very nice. Relm sketching on the token. Sweet, sweet. Relm sketching on the token. Let's see who's the better combo deck. Electroduplicate, doesn't really matter. The original, but this is more than lethal. And Relm sketching on the token. I think that might be all that's left in the deck. In terms of discovery, yeah, okay. Okay. And getcha. 5 Carnosaurs. Yep. What you gonna do? When the Carnosaurs come for you. Oh no. Are they gonna... Yeah, I mean, they definitely had a lethal attack with this thing, but it's a good thing I did Relm sketching and had to tap the creature otherwise. This wouldn't have gone that way. Alright, gotcha. GG. On to the next one. Okay, going first. This hand looks pretty good. Got a Carnosaur. Some gold saucer action. Just in case we want to flip some coins. Duress, okay. Well, they can't take the Carnosaur with that. That's the good news. They can take other things, potentially. Let's see what they play. Demon Wall. Do I just want to cycle this to draw cards? Or hold on to it? I kind of want to hold on to it. Yeah, it's fine. That's gonna come to play tapped. Let's see, well, this isn't probably not going to attack. So let's go Gold Saucer. And pass. Preacher, sure. Again, I think we'll just go flip a coin. And treasure. Nice, okay. I think we definitely want to play this. And hold up these. Could just tap this thing down, I guess. Might as well do that to prevent an attack trigger. Timeline color, that's fine. Don't mind that. Beginning of combat, I think yeah, we just tap it down. To prevent this from attacking. Could have also let them attack and then used this on it, but this seems fine. Let's see if they hold up removal. I have a sneaky suspicion they're holding up removal. Should we just play out the Overlord then? I mean, if they have, there's no real reason to go for it necessarily. We might as well just cast this, make them use the removal. Make sure the coast is clear. Because we're not really in any danger of dying or anything like that, so... This seems fine. Okay, no, they didn't have a removal spell. Okay, well. Oh, they did have a removal spell. They just didn't cast it at an end step, or they just drew it, I guess? Hard to say. Alright, well that's a 6th land and they're tapped out, so let's go for it. Carnosaur. Combo. Yep. Carnosaur. Alright, let's hope we don't hit all of the realm sketchings. So that's 2. Alright, here is a haster. So that should be enough to win. Alright, and they give up. Sweet, sweet. On to the next one. Okay, on the play. Sure, got a Carnosaur on the opening hand, so that's always a good omen. Alright. Nothing for them on turn 1. And more lands is always fine. As long as we get to 6 lands, that's all we really need. Okay. Play the Verge, and we could take out that, but I don't see a reason to kill this thing. Looks like a token list. Mono white tokens or something. I think I'll just take the 1 here. My turn. I guess I just don't need to cycle that, really. Well, I could play this and take it out. Sure. Might as well. You get to still use the second half of it, potentially. And they're going to make another one. Sure. Alright, end turn. Now I think I'll just cycle this. During Innocence. That would be a good one for this whale. So let's just go tap this down, draw a card, try to keep hitting our land drops. Okay, that guarantees land drops. So maybe we'll do that, and we can also hold up. Let's see, let's target this land. So then we can actually hold up these 2. And if they attack with this, we can put it back on top, so that's pretty nice. Okay. Sweet, sweet. Caretaker's Talent, yep. Okay, copy that. Alright, so let's go whale on here. And Carnosaur time. Alright, not the activated ability. Play the actual Carnosaur. And copy. And copy. And copy. The token. Did I target the wrong one there? I think I might have targeted the wrong one. That's okay. This should still be enough. Yeah, don't target the original with the realm sketching. Target the copy with it. I'm just going to autopilot there. But either way, 4 of these should be able to attack. Should be 5, but got there. And they explode. Sweet. On to the next one. Okay, on the play. This hand looks okay. It's got our colors, some interaction. Need to find a Carnosaur, hopefully. Yep. Talent. Probably should just take this out. Or we could try to get it with the whale. Which is better? I think I'll go wait for it to attack. Let's see if they have counterspell. Okay, gonna pick it up. Does counter the whale. And now, actually can't target this because this has flying. What are they gonna do? Kaito? Oh wow, okay. It's quite the mana base. Sure.
Don't worry, Pom-Pom child. I've got this. Your secrets didn't stay hidden.
Alright, Kaito. That can't target it, so we'll flip a coin. See what we flip. And got there. And this can do any target, so we can take out the Kaito. It's probably worth it. Alright. Kaito down. Now we can play out the Stormbrood next turn. Copy it. Not exactly what we are planning to do, but... Ooh, okay, that's a scary one. Might need to just kill that. Mockingbird on 1. I see, just to make tokens. Okay, there's a Relm sketching. That's interesting. Actually, I think what we'll do is... We'll copy this. And then... We'll kill it. And make our own tokens. Yeah, let's make tokens. One of their tokens has flying. Okay. And then if we draw another spell, we could copy this. Actually, no, we could... Can't quite flash it back. Okay, they're gonna copy my own. Their own, which was mine. It's kind of funny. Okay. And they can play a Kieran to trigger it and get some more tokens. Yep. Gonna return the Mockingbird, okay. Not gonna attack. There's another Electroduplicate. This is a weird draw, but sure, let's do this. Copy this, and then copy it again. Those are all trigger. We can put counters on everything, or we can put... Well, first one we'll do this, and then... Oh, did I mess up the order on that one? Oh, I should have done... Ah, that's okay. Let's see. And these are gonna die and end a turn, right? Sacrifice. Sacrifice. So might as well attack with them. But I don't know. They've got... This is gonna get out of control. However, if this comes online, that will be good, but I think it might be too late. Unless we draw a Carnosaur off the top. let's see. They're at 12. Maybe there's a way we can actually just win by pumping our whole team here. If we draw another spell. I was gonna maybe trade off here, but they have so much power in the air that I kind of think it doesn't matter. Let's try this. Oh, they have nowhere to run. Okay. So it's going to pump everything. So is that going to be 17? I haven't done the math. I'll just let the game do the math. This is 4. No, I'll do it. 7, 9, and then... Yeah, I don't think that's enough to kill me, but... If I draw another spell or an untapped land, this might be enough. Oh no, I need 2 lands, so never mind. I think I just need a spell here that I can cast that costs 2, I guess. It'd have to be... Oh, well that does it. So we'll start by making a copy of this. And then we'll just cast this, even though we have no cards in hand. And then put a +1/+1 counter on each creature, and +1/+1 counter on each creature. Take out this, and then swing. I think this is enough, right? 5, 3... Oh, man. 4 times 3? Yeah, that's exactly, or almost exactly. Oh man, didn't even draw the Carnosaur. But, that was a funny one. Alright, GG. On to the next one. Okay, opponent goes first. And this hand looks fine. Got some interaction. And land ramping with the Vestige. And got these lotus sleeves, pretty sweet. A red chocobo. And a higher claw. Uh-oh. Sleep with mountain. So we can go turn 2 whale, turn 3 whale, turn 4 vestige or removal. Let's see what kind of draw they have. We just hope they like put the counter on there. I think that would be our best, yeah, our best hope here. So this way we can kind of get some more value out of our Horned Loch-Whale. And opponent can use the village to pump something. I'm gonna play this Slick Shot. Alright. Attacks. Resolve. I guess we could see if they have a pump spell. Burst lightning there. Okay. So is that a reason to return the Slick Shot? Because this will do 3. I still think we take out the Hired Claw, though. Because they can just replay this and attack. Let's see. That's an untapped land. Yeah, we're definitely going to be using the mana. So we don't need to worry about the saucer here. See if we can take down their creatures. Runner, Hired Claw, and an attack. I guess we can again go to blocks, see if they have a spell. I feel like if they had to spell, they would cast it before combat, though. So this would have haste, right? I mean, they probably should have, but that's okay. Alright, put that back on top. We could go mana ramp on 2. Just so we can start to get to our 6-drops. Or we can go Overlord, take out one of their creatures. That was our last card in hand, right? Okay. So I'm going to go down to 9. And they're going to have these in play. And there's a Carnosaur. So, kind of inclined to just go Realm Sketching, copy a land. And hope they can't... They put this on top, so the most they can do next turn... Yeah, let's just do that. Copy the land, pass the turn. And then go Carnosaur. Get him next turn. Yep, because they got... I mean, if they attack with this and pump, that's 5. Yep, and then Carnosaur should be lethal here. And cast it. Realm Sketching on the Carnosaur. Electroduplicate. Alright, so we have to remember to copy this one for the haste. And doesn't really matter. Keep copying that one for good measure. Should have lethal here. Yeah. Alright. Sweet, sweet. Got him. On to the next one. Okay, opponent goes first. This hand looks fine. Need to draw a couple more lands, but should be okay. Maybe a roots deck here. Not sure what we're facing exactly. Golgari, yeah, looks like it. Yep. Okay. There's a land. Pass. So we haven't played anything that's we can really use this on. So we can go Saucer next turn. See if we can do a little bit of treasuring. Alright, Overlord. Setting up the graveyard. Oh, Embra. Maybe there's some other combo they're going for here. I'm not quite sure what it would be, but we'll see. So hopefully we hit this coin flip. We could use this. Don't hate that if they attack. I don't know if they're going to attack though. And Zealot, sure. And a color. Got it. Okay. And that was warped in. Okay. So maybe it's worth it to use the whale there? Or there? Or is it better to try to flip for... might be better just to flip. I don't know. Because we can go Vestige next turn and then the following turn Carnosaur. However, if we don't do that, this is a much better play. I think we're going to just try to get lucky here. Let's see. Sacrifice that, yep. Because if we go for the whale, they can also just sacrifice that. Okay, Overlord. Impending. And then let's flip coin. Let's see what we get. Yes. Excellent. Alright, so I think we're just gonna go for it here. With Vestige warping. We could like remove their creature, but this lets us put another land into play. And it draws a card. Alright, yep, put the land into play. And now we're guaranteed 6 mana. Even if they destroy the treasure. For some reason. So 6 is the magic number. What do they got? Okay, swings for 4. Didn't bring back either of those. And Sephiroth, alright. So, I think that should be good with a Carnosaur here. Yep, they're tapped out, and we untap. Well, let's hope that these aren't on the bottom of the deck, the last 2 Electroduplicates. Let's see, Realm Sketching. We'll get a bunch of Carnosaurs regardless, but at least 2 of them will have haste. Hopefully we hit an Electroduplicate before we hit all 4 of the... There we go. All 4 of those. You can get quite unlucky. So this one's got haste now, so we just copy that one. And we should have 4 hasty dinos here. Alright, sweet, sweet. And that'll do it. Swing for the win. 28 damage. We needed every one of them, but got there. Nice. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, welcome back to the wrap-up for our Carnosaur combo featuring Anticausal Vestige. This was a pretty sweet one, very fun. I won, I'd say, more than 50% of my games, so that was impressive. I mean, one card combos that instantly win you the game are pretty good. In terms of the cards, I was somewhat impressed by this card. I don't know if you need 4 of them in the deck. You could probably go down to 3 of them, but it was decent in that it did let us ramp and draw cards, and then also sort of as an additional creature if they happen to answer your Carnosaur, or you just need another win condition. So maybe I'd trim one of them, but you could add maybe another land. One of the games I was struggling to hit land drops, and that was kind of an issue. You could go up to 27 lands if you wanted to maybe add another monastery or something like that. But overall, I think the deck worked pretty well. Yeah, let me know in the comments below any other ideas for this one or any other cool combos you're working with. Really appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.